Well, it's approaching 5 o'clock, and I'm sure somebody out there is wondering when is he going to post something again. What? What do you want to see? His carnage? His just crap everywhere? Okay. Okay. Engine G. Wheels, linkage, adjustments, run out, shimming, what you call it, backlash. Is that running? I guess it is. Here a little good dunk. All right, I think this is going to be a record so far. 2.28 volts at under 6.6 amps. Now it's got a little sachet, which I'm not particularly a fan of, but I'm not sure what it is. If you can see that. Little tweak there, a little Inca. I got a hunch a rim is not quite square, but I checked them all square. They're all within 5,000ths, which for me is pretty damn good. But as you can see, friction is way down. So crank it up. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8, 9. Let's sit around 10 and just listen to it. It's getting a little grumbly. I'm going to check run out on the wheels. I might have a wheel that's like off center or something. Not sure. It's a little something. When you hold it up in the air, you don't hear that much, but if you put it down on the rollers, you're hearing it. A little slapping going on there. These side rails, these side links here are real worn and old. Even back here, the hole is ovalated somewhat. That may be part of it. I don't have a drawer full of these linkages, so I pretty much put on what came with the donor engine. So there we are, just over 10 volts. Let's take it down to 10 just so you have a reference frame. At less than 0.8, say 0.8, 10 volts, 0.8, 3 volts, 0.6. That's pretty good. And the response, oh yeah, Formula One caliber response. $17 volts, 0.8, jumping a little bit, under 0.9. 17 under 0.9. Oh, there it hit 0.9, just intermittently. Don't know why. Well, I could load it up. You see that? If I start squeezing the wheels, well, one thing is my fingers get hot. But brushes are warm, but they're not hot. Of course, the fields are not hot because there aren't any wound fields. It's all magnets, which is pretty amazing, right? So, oiled and greased. Put in my favorite red grease. It stays pretty well. Put the drip pan back on. Yeah, I think we're ready to do the puff and chuff build out on this one. Then tomorrow I'll get Leon's backup engine, the one he didn't think he was going to get, but he did. I'll get that one squared away, and we'll see how it turns out. And then I'll be able to mount all the boards and start doing the wiring. I printed a new set of gauges. These are the gauges that I've sent out as the best that I have, and I wanted to test them myself. Well, there was a lid here a minute ago. Anyway, there it is. The gauges worked okay. You do have to be cautious with a few things. You have to be cautious with the well, with these guys, you got to watch the wheel hub, because they're designed to go around the hub like this. And if you have them in there like that, you're going to get a bad reading and make the wheel go caca. So make sure you have them like that when you're pressing your wheels in. Another thing I learned, I had made these ages and ages ago out of Delrin, okay? One thing I learned that I could do today was I could put in one of these headless linkages for like the Hudson or whoever uses these, I don't know. One of the engines uses this. So if you can put this in, of course I'm in my left hand and one-handed, so you know, you get what you pay for. Where is it? Oh, you can't even see it. Don't worry, it's getting in. It's getting in. Okay. There we go. More or less. All right. So I put that in just as a reference point. Now this hole here was for the shaft. So I thought, well, this hole must be for that. And when I put it over the head of that screw, and if I put it over the head properly, maybe it's this way, I don't know. Yeah, that way. It actually slips over the head. Now, these are just blocks. I cut them out and put them on and I used them and, you know, boom, that was it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I should trim these down to wheel size. See how it fits the wheel. Try to put in, leave a little pin here and a pin here, like a three-way capture mechanism, so you can gather the wheel orientation and put that hole in the middle and keep that this piece here marked in some way, you know, like here's where the pin is or something like that. So when you assemble them, and I did this by eye because when I pushed them in, I would see this one was forward and this one was up, whatever the orientation was at the time. The challenge is you've got these guys you got to worry about, and then if you have your gear, you know, you got to do these guys on the gear. Actually, I made new ones, so you have them like this. The gear goes in like that. They work. These are working better. They're actually longer, so you got more to grab. These could be actually longer yet, so you can get some. When you're done with it, you can grab them and pull them out. But they're working well. They're at a 100% fill, so that's all plastic. This guy works well as far as pressing in, so when you are pressing in the axle, if it's sticking out, you only go as far as this is. And if you see, this is 6.53, which is how much you'd like to have sticking out of both sides of your, when you're bare axle, when you're doing the bare axle with the gear, this is what you want sticking out. Because then your wheels, see how that matches? See, yeah, that matches. So even with this on there, it should pretty well match. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that amazing? And there's my dime. Dime matches. See? All scientifically designed to be as a genuine flyer dimensions as possible. Oh, you should have seen the work I had to go through to clean up that gear I had on that one engine. Oh, it was a mess, let me tell you. But, you know, Scotch Brite, Brasso, I was in the Army. And and then I polished the linkage a little bit. I don't know if I showed that. Didn't show that too well, did I? It's hard to tell, but it's linkage has been polished. And so we have two engines of the Royal Blue Club rolling, and one left. I mean, it does turn, but the wheels aren't on. I'll get the wheels on tomorrow, I hope. And then I'll have all three engines rolling, plus my 2014, which is another Royal Blue. So we'll have 4 Royal Blue chassis, and then the Royal Blue chassis that is Leon's rejected one that I'm going to use on one of the K5s. So I've got 5 identical chassis, or at least same concept and idea. Oh, plus the prototype that I had built. So I have 6 ball bearing chassis. That'll be fun. Not everybody's going to want ball bearings, and I have to tell you, I don't know how I'm going to price it, but I can't price it too low because this is a dog. This is a dog. It takes a lot of time and effort to make axles and push that in and get them fit right and making sure you don't screw up something along the way. And then when you're done, you got a wheel that's oblong or something. You got to change it. Oh, Lord. Any rate, I got his smoke built up today. I found all the parts I needed. And I know I got his tray and everything ready. His tray is ready. I think I need a smokehouse. I have the bracket, but I don't have the proper smokehouse. I have to find one. This one over there is too short. I checked it. I think that might be for, oh, I know, it's for a custom. Yeah, this is an Atlantic front chassis. If you don't know that, see? This is a whole front chassis. This is an idea we had some time ago. We're going to build our own chassis. We built several, one Atlantic in particular, we had running on the track, but building a 3D printed chassis is so lightweight, you know, you're afraid the engine's just going to topple over, especially if you have a metal body. It's top heavy. Anyway, that's where I'm at. It's after 5. The Redskins played Cleveland today, and my God, did they show them how to play football. Oh, 34-13, it was nice. I don't know. I'm happy and excited, but I'm worried, you know, when's the balloon going to pop? You know, I'm so worried quarterback's going to get hurt. You know, we'll have a RG3 moment again. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. It's beyond my pay grade. Oh, I just saw something I needed. A cutting tool with the right screw and everything. I need to put that somewhere. All right, gang, that's what I'm going to say. That's it. Engine 2 is rolling with wheels squared away, and tomorrow engine 3, and then we will have the fleet of the Royal Blues. You can see there's my Royal Blue. I was using that body to test the smoke alignment, and the smoke alignment is right, so we're good to go. All right, later, gang.